Hey everyone, Jordan here from ThatCarLife and welcome back to the very first video for 2023. Alright guys, so I'm so excited to bring you guys some awesome content coming this year. We're actually filming on a brand new GoPro as well. It's actually so cool. I wish I could show you, but we got the screen on the front of the camera. It's actually hectic. But yeah, we've got a massive year planned for ThatCarLife with some awesome content and videos planned. I honestly can't wait to smash them out and put some regular weekly uploads out this year and see what happens for ThatCarLife and ThatCarLife as a brand as well. All right, and as you guys may have noticed, I did take a break from uploading over Christmas and New Year's. And before that, you know, I was posting once a week for the past couple months, which I really enjoyed doing. And I'd really like to get back into the regular weekly uploads this year as well. All right, so as you guys can probably tell, we've got the S15 here, but there is no sign of the SSS Pulsar. The driveway is empty and the street is empty. So the SSS is actually at Central Auto Care, my mechanic at the moment. I took it in just for rego and to get like an oil change because it's been a while since it's been serviced. But there was some issues that the Pulsar had that I've been delaying for a while, but there was no point delaying it any longer and we just had to get it done. So the Pulsar's now got an all new engine mounts put in. It's got a new cross member as well. I'll explain that later. And it's also gotten the exhaust leak fixed as well. So you guys will probably know that it's had an exhaust leak for so long and I just haven't gotten it fixed. Pretty much since I bought it's had the exhaust leak, but I've gotten pretty much all the major issues on the SSS taken care of and fixed. So honestly, I cannot wait to see how the SSS is going to feel and drive, especially with the new engine mounts. It's going to sound so much better with the exhaust leak fixed. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to go get my stuff ready. ThatCarLife support's just come here to pick me up, so I will head off, pick up the SSS, and I'll see you guys when I pick it up. And yeah, can't wait to see how it feels and how it sounds. Guys, we just picked up the Pulsar. Big shout out to Central Auto Care. Absolute legends, guys. Guys, the car feels so much better, and this is my first time hearing it without an exhaust leak. Oh my god, this sounds crazy. Wow. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I used to drive this thing, like all you'd hear was just like that. That's what you'd hear every time you'd hit the throttle. And now I'm hitting the throttle. Oh, it's so good. As Roger said when he started the car, he goes, the sound's coming from the back now, which is exactly where it should be. Guys, the car feels so much smoother to drive. Like before, it was so shaky and you let off the throttle and the car would just jolt back and forth. But now it's just nice and smooth, and oh wow, what a difference. Can't get over this sound, guys. Wow, what a difference, guys, honestly. Okay, so as I said, when I used to let off the throttle, like I'd give throttle, let off, and the car used to just jolt. Like you'd feel the whole engine just vibrate violently. But now it's just so smooth. You let off the throttle and it feels exactly how it should. Wow, I can't get over it, eh? Alright guys, so I reckon we'll head home and I'll show you guys what else we've done to the car and what else we're going to do to the car as well, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Alright guys, so I just got home and I'm going to show you guys what we did to the SSS. Alright guys, so what we did to the SSS was did an oil change, you know, get it serviced, but the engine mounts were also really on their way out. So even when I bought the car, you know, I knew the engine mounts were already on their last legs, and I've driven the car for, you know, like 5-6 months with the engine mounts rooted already. Yeah, but now it just came to the point where it was so bad that we just had to change it. So I'll actually show you guys some photos of the engine mounts here. So as you can see, they were just completely destroyed. Basically no life left in those engine mounts at all. So much play, so much movement, and the engine was just rocking back and forth. It was actually so bad. So because the engine mounts were so worn, especially the bottom one as well, it was putting so much pressure on the cross member at the bottom. And because of that, I'll show you some photos up here as well of what the cross member looked like. So where the engine mount bolted to the cross member on one of the sides, the cross member was so weak from all the pressure put on it that the metal around where that bolt supposed to go on just straight up broke off. So yeah, it was not good. So yeah, I feel so bad for Roger at Central Auto Care. It's just one thing after another with all my cars. But as always, Roger pushed through and persevered. We ended up getting another second-hand cross member for the SSS and slapped that in. And we also obviously put the new engine mounts in. My CV shaft was leaking, so we got a new one of those. Just other little maintenance stuff around the engine. But yeah, overall, she is feeling hectic with those new engine mounts. As I said, it was rattling like absolute crazy before, so it's a huge difference for me, you know, daily driving it, and just feeling wise it feels great. And at the same time, my headers have been cracked since I bought it, and it's just always sounded like absolute crap from the front. You can always hear the exhaust leak, like that kind of sound. I don't know if I have a video of it. I'm sure I do, so I might put one up here so you guys can get an idea on what it did sound like. So yeah, as you can see, it just sounds like so bad with that exhaust leak. So yeah, it turns out he said some of the bolts were even loose on the headers too, and the gasket was just munted. So we got a new gasket, tightened up the bolts, and wherever there was cracks around the headers, we welded in those cracks, got those all taken care of. So yeah, now there's no more exhaust leak from the front, and yeah, it just sounds so much better, and it's just so much better to drive this car just because it feels so much better with the new engine mounts, and it sounds so much better with no more exhaust leak. So yeah, I'm really keen to keep daily driving this thing now, especially with it feeling and sounding a lot better. So yeah, so happy with it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys want an update on the S15 as well. As you know, we've got some big engine work in the works for the S15, as I've said in a couple of my last videos, and we've prepped the S15 with a new clutch and fuel pump as well. So yeah, the engine work is still happening for the S15, the big power mods. It's just going to be a bit more delayed and happen a bit later than I expected, and it's really just due to timing, because I started obviously doing that work, doing the clutch, getting everything ready, and getting parts together, but it was over December, so you know, it's Christmas time, and Christmas time is always really expensive with presents and this and that, so that kind of put a delay to everything. And then also, you know, the Pulsar's rego and green sleep and service and all that stuff has come up, so all of that's going to kind of delay the power mods to the S15, which sucks, but it's going to be worth it in the end. So pretty much with the S15, all that's left is I'm just getting a few more parts. So I'm actually going to get a Haltech ECU for this thing. So yeah, originally I was going to do a NIS tune for this, but I've decided to do it properly and get a Haltech Elite 1500. So that's quite expensive, so obviously I have to save for that. And then after I get the Haltech, I also want to get some Kelford cams and also some Kelford titanium springs and retainers, just to put a bit more power in the S15. And I think it'll be a really good touch to add on as well, especially because I'm going to be doing head studs and head gasket. I may as well do cams and springs and retainers while I'm there, so I'm going to be doing that as well. So yeah, those are the last few things I need to get for the S15 before I can take it to the, you know, performance shop to get everything done. Which yeah, look, you might be thinking it doesn't seem like it's that much, and it's not. It's just the ECU and cams and springs and retainers, but so as you guys might know, it's very, very expensive to get those things. So yeah, guys, I do need to do a bit of saving, because obviously I've had all these expenses come up over the Christmas and New Year's and stuff like that. But yeah, once I do save up a bit more money, you know, I'll get the ECU, the cams and all that stuff, and we'll find a performance shop, we'll get everything chucked in the S15, and hopefully we'll make some hectic power. In the meantime, we're going to be driving the S15, enjoying it, still doing some mad content on it, you know, in the meantime before we do the performance stuff. So we're still going to have a lot of fun in the S15 and still get some mad videos out on it, and also on the SSS too. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for SSS Pulsar content, so we're going to have some mad content coming on these two cars. And also, I know before I was talking about some new content on the channel, I don't want it to be just these two cars that you see. I actually want to show off some of your builds and feature your cars and just some of the special unique cars that you guys have, and I want to show it on the channel. So if you guys have a car that you want featured on the channel, send me a message at ThatCarLife on Instagram. I'll link it right here, if you'd like your car to be featured. So yeah, I'd absolutely love to do those kind of videos, doing features on your car, walk arounds, showing what it's like to drive around, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, as I said, if you guys want to feature one of your cars in the videos, shoot me a message at ThatCarLife. Alright guys, so we'll leave the video there. It was just a quick update video and the first video for 2023. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys, you know, a quick update on the S15 and obviously the SSS and what we just did to it. And yeah, it was very exciting to pick this thing up and feel the changes that we just did. Please stay tuned for some more awesome regular content coming to the channel. ThatCarLife is going to have some awesome content coming this year, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. Alright guys, so I'll leave the video there, and if you enjoyed, please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, all of that for more, and I'll see you guys next time on ThatCarLife.